back in action. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. Been doing a lot. Been growing. Got my ears pierced for my birthday. So if your speakers get waterlogged, they start spraying out water. It's from all that drip. Hold on, check these mugs out. Wait. Zoom in on them, we'll never know. Oh, it did. Shoo! Something serious. But alright. Enough of that. I'm back. I decided I'm gonna start talking on shit again. Actually, I just hadn't really been home, so I couldn't really. But I had some really good conversations regarding these, like videos I do in everyday life and people that they resonate with, which is pretty fucking awesome. Because you don't really know when you record something if anyone fucking cares. You still do it anyway. And so yeah, I had some really dope conversations. Like, fuck, dude, I gotta continue to do this. I'm designing these t-shirts right now. I'm gonna make and just give away for anyone that subscribes. Stay tuned on those. I'm getting like some credit card shit paid off, and I'm gonna start an LLC for Don't Live With Your Back. And then I'm gonna get a credit card through the LLC. Get the t-shirts printed off. Bow, bow, bow. Give them away for the free. Make sure it's looking good. But okay, today I wanted to talk about sort of us just like how, and it's a super, super jaded and morbid view, but like if death is possible, anything is possible. And I've said that to people in the past and they don't find it nearly as inspiring as I do. Which is pretty standard. But I think there's a lot there. I think it has potential to be super inspiring. Like, the worst thing that we think, or like the worst thing possible in life, is death. I don't think a lot of people can argue with that. There's certain things like, yeah, that's worse. That like it ends in death. Like the most far-fetched idea is death and passing away. And like we can't even begin to fathom what death is. So anything before fucking death is possible. Like on this huge fucking spectrum, the most extreme thing, make sure I'm on camera, is death. So like why would not accomplishing a dream of yours be realistic? And I think there's really something there. It's like everything really comes down to perception and perception of self and perception of reality and what is truthfully real and possible. And I think we gauge what's real based off what people before us have accomplished. I'm like, okay, that's been done, so I know it's doable. But this whole realm of unknown is the realm we have to work within to really accomplish dope shit. Like I've been thinking really hard about certain artistic endeavors and how to accomplish certain things. And I found myself constantly walking a path that has been walked before, because that's where I find comfort and that's where I find reality. Like, okay, I've seen this shit done, so I know it's very doable. I know this is the route people have taken. But then I was thinking about it and like, that's not the route that I'll take. That's not the route I'll be able to take. That's not the route that'll be successful for me. But that's the route that's most comforting for me. And sort of working through that and working through this reality, and anything truly is possible. Like if you're really willing to grind for it and like make shit happen. Granted, some shit comes easier to some people than others, undoubtedly. But shit, what is it without a little work? Like that's what makes it fun, and that's what makes it exciting. And so I've been thinking about like, okay, from an artistic standpoint, I've never seen anyone like me in this position do this before, and so it kind of scares me. But that's also where the story comes from, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes me and my story, and that's what makes you and your story, that will inspire people after you or people around you today, is that you're building this landscape of yours. And it's sort of, my mom told me this was sacrilegious, but it's like you're writing, your life is your own Bible. And I just use that as an example because I don't really know any other religious books. But people reference these books very black and white, and like this happened and this happened. And I view them all as like metaphors of like, okay, that's a possible learning experience. That's a possible learning experience. Or like, when I go and I try to meet up with someone I get shit on, I'm like, oh, people can learn from that shit. Like, you're going to get shit on. Okay, so now we know that we're going to get shit on. Cool, what's the next situation? Or, oh, you're going to start a business and then, oh, taxes, $400 worth of taxes on it. 3 years later, oh, you're going to have to pay those taxes. Okay, now we know we're going to have to pay these taxes on inventory purchased, even if it's not really sold, 4 years later. Okay, so now we're learning this. And it's just taking all these down. And like someone could read my book and be like, damn, okay, I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm not going to make that mistake. Or I can read someone else's book or hear someone else's story and be like, oh, okay, so I'm not going to be in that exact same position, but I can possibly reference that to my life. And so that's this whole thing of like, we judge what we're capable of based off of what people have done before us. But that's not going to be the situation. Your situation is going to be different. You're going to blaze your own path. You're going to go through shit you haven't heard other people experiencing. And then you have the potential to speak on it and to benefit other people and allow them to not go through that same thing. And like, I don't know, I just think that shit's really cool and I think it's really inspiring. And I think it has the potential to inspire anybody else if you just realize like tomorrow, any of us could die. And that's just the most far-fetched idea. But tomorrow you could make a decision that'll change your life. Or tomorrow you could lay the groundwork to change your life. Or you could meet someone that'll change your life. Like that shit's really possible. And there are people going through fucking school that doesn't seem like it's reality. Because they went to 4 different colleges, or they took a year and a half off, and everyone around them's telling them that's not realistic, but that's your reality. And that shit is realistic because you're making that happen. You just have to tell that story and someone after you be like, oh shit, I'm not the only person that's been through that. Or cats that go pro off of JUCO and D3, D2, D1 practice squads. Or, what's another good example of that? I mean, you can even, obviously musicians, that's a grind. And like, motherfuckers are just, you hear these one-off stories that you're like, you were just playing on the street and then somebody heard you and woo up and now you're here. And no one had heard that before until that person. So like, know that your journey is your journey and your reality is your reality. And you're not going to necessarily hear a story before yours that you can exactly reference. But that doesn't mean your shit's not realistic. Go out there and fuck it up. Fuck it up. Good luck. Do your thing. I love you. We love you. Holler at me if you need to. Peace.